Good morning, everyone, wherever you may be. It is my hope that your day is going well. Well, at least if it's not going well, it should be after you watch this show. Thank you for joining me today. This is Dr. Wanyo Hosimiri, and I am your host on the Domodo Show. And I'm also the president of the African Women Mobilization Commission. This commission is sponsoring our show now. I am so excited to welcome you. I've been gone for a little bit, and sometimes when you're very busy, you just kind of have to take the time and pause, because you can't do everything at the same time. So some things I just pushed aside so that I can focus on some things. And I've come up for air. And here we are. Let me start by asking you to please share this video. Share this video and subscribe to the African Women Mobilization Commission on YouTube. And because now we have come together as one to promote not just this show, but certainly to promote the interest of this organization. Welcome, Brooke Baxter. My favorite person, I might add. How are you today? And I hope that all is going well with you. And if it's not, it's okay. This too shall pass. Everything passes. Nothing stays permanent. So welcome to you all. I'm excited to be here today. I just want to our program today is on how to be stress-free. But may I take this opportunity to introduce the African Women Mobilization Commission and the Ndomodo Show. The Ndomodo is words of wisdom that I share with you that you can add to your repertoire. I don't even begin to imagine that nobody has words of wisdom they already have, in their cachet. But it doesn't ever hurt to learn more. And that's what we do on this program. We share information that you can add to your repertoire and just keep it moving. I'm the founder and president of OMSI, yay! Nonprofit organization based in the United States as well as in Africa, mainly in Nigeria to start. We have an acronym. But the M's, philanthropy, advocacy for women in domestic violence, and advocacy for women-related health issues, culture and training impact. Yeah, doing all those things, we are going to be in the world. Right now, where it's most needs. And in the short time we've been in business, we have fed individuals in the internally displaced people's camps in Maiduguri, Nigeria, and we're planning to do more. That is why we work so hard, because the world needs help. People out there who need us, and we want to be in the position to be of service to humanity. You see, I am a firm believer that when you give, you receive. You can do everything in your hands, be free with your kindness, help people who are struggling, because not everybody is as fortunate as we are. But it doesn't mean that when people are not fortunate, doesn't mean that when they don't have, that they can't go beyond, that they can't get better. Hey, some of them climb out of the valley and become presidents or ministers or commissioners or whatever. So God works in a mysterious way. Sometimes we are being tested by the Most High so that our condition is what it is, at the moment. It's not permanent. We have sponsored young children at those camps. And as a matter of fact, we formed a choir for them. If you pay attention, you are going to hear those children next year. They'll be touring the United States because we just took kids out of the camp, just to kind of change their environment, change their mindset and let them know that, just because you're where you are today doesn't mean that you have to stay there. You may have talent that you can use to better yourself and your community. So we have formed a cultural group for these kids, and I'm telling you, these kids are showing us that they have talent. And then some of those kids in the school, in the camps, we're sending them to school and providing them with provisions for their family, paying for the school fees. And we're excited that we are training women, also offering them IT certificates. These are scholarships that from Google and Pop Solutions. And we are also promoting cultural activities. The good news about these young people with the scholarships is that it takes about 8 months. Now, some of them may do it sooner than that to become, engineers. Can you imagine that? With their Google certificates, IT certificates. We're so excited for them about that. And then, of course, our goal, yes, 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 thunderous 10,000 members at the end of the year. That is what we're shooting for. And you know what? I do believe that we are going to get there. And in much to my delight, and certainly the delight of the community and the organization, we are speeding towards that goal. The membership is growing. We're so excited. What can I tell you? You know, the excitement is palpable. And I really would like to thank all of our OMSI leaders, the executive governing board, the national leadership, and the state directors who are making all of this possible. They are working so hard. If you don't see us, believe me, we are working. We have meetings. We are mobilizing women. There is so much to do. We will not achieve what we're achieving today without the help of these members. So we're excited. Oh, and I want to ask you, if you haven't seen our new website, the new upgrade, we're still working on it, but you may want to go and visit us, omsiglobal.org, omsiglobal.org. Now, OMSI is AWMC, African Women Mobilization Commission. So omsiglobal.org. We are looking good, folks. We are really, truly looking good. And we have a native design group to thank for that. And I just want to take this opportunity to welcome all the new members into OMSI. Oh, we're so excited about you. And we're looking forward to working with you, growing with you, and learning with you, and doing exciting things with you. I want to start, before I go into my presentation today, just a little bit of international news. Some of you are aware of it. If you're not aware of it, it may not mean anything to you if you're not using Twitter. But there's a new kid on the block, and it's called Threads. And that's Meta, which is your Facebook. That's their answer to Twitter. It's just launched. It launched on July the 6th. The new standalone app is dedicated to sharing text updates and joining public conversations, according to Facebook. This is essential. You know, Facebook is now called Meta. So this is essentially what Twitter used to offer prior to the new owner, Elon Musk, taking over the organization and unrelentingly aiming at pushing users towards a paid Twitter Blue subscription. Well, there's some people who like that. You know, I have no qualms with what people prefer. But we'll see what Threads has to offer. It's built by Instagram. And so it's directly linked to your Instagram if you have an Instagram account. You know, Threads allows posts that are up to 500 characters long, which can include links to photographs and GIFs and videos up to 5 minutes in length. So who knows? I just want to throw that out there. Maybe some of you are already aware of it, and some of you are not aware of it. But nonetheless, I just thought you should share that because, you know, I'm going to give it a shot. OMSI is going to give it a shot. Certainly, and tomorrow's show is going to give it a shot. We'll see what happens. So today I'm going to speak about a woman, how women can live a stress-free existence. What many people don't understand, particularly some of you men, yes, I said it, some of you brothers out there, y'all need to pay attention, is that being a woman is quite challenging. Yes, it is. God knows. I'm a woman. Sometimes society does not give credit to women for wearing as many hats as we do. So our lives are very stressful, extremely stressful. My life is quite stressful. I'm running a business. I'm a professor. I'm a therapist. I'm a mother and grandmother, and I'm a wife. Go on and go on and go on. Yes, I do all so much. So it becomes very stressful. But I tell you one thing. I dare say that many of you will share this sentiment with me that your lives are very stressful and you're in the same boat as I am. However, today I'm going to share with you some of what I'm doing personally that you can do as well should you choose to be stress-free. I've got to be honest, it helps me, and I think it will help you. It's not enough to talk about what we could be or what people should do or this, that, and the other, but it's more important what we do, particularly in situations that are stressful. What is it that we do? How do we overcome? That is so important. It's really, really important. My dear friend here, she says, men really don't understand. Yes, Brooke. Yeah, I agree with you. It can be difficult for them to understand, but you know, they have their own challenges as well. But they need to understand that we have ours as well. But I tell you what I'm going to do today. I am going to actually use a PowerPoint because I don't want to leave anything out. I want to make sure that we see everything. And let me apologize to some people who are trying to watch this on uh, African Women Mobilization Commission. I'm not so sure why it's not showing up there, but it is not showing up. The feed is not going there, but that's okay. I'm going to share it on the page after the presentation. So hang tight. If you're not able to watch it, you're going to watch it eventually because I'm going to post it there. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to use a PowerPoint to make my presentation today because I don't want to miss anything. I want you to know everything. So how to live a less stressful life. If your life is stressful, this is for you. And I can tell you, if you're a woman, and certainly if you're a man, because let's not assume that men don't have challenges, because they do. They absolutely do. But in a different way. And perhaps only a man can truly present the difficulty and challenges that men have. So I'm going to let that be. But right now I'm going to focus on the challenges women face and how we have to deal with it. Sisters, listen to me. It is quite okay that you're having challenges because you're not alone. You're not the only one having it. But there are some things that you have to do. So here we go. I want to share this with you. Okay. The first thing is, who are you? Be proud where you are. Be proud of yourself. Just make a list of everything you are good at and recognize that what you are right now is more than enough. Unfortunately, we have a tendency to think that we're not enough because somebody else has this. One of the things I choose not to do, I don't care what any woman has. I don't care. I don't spend the time to figure out why they have what they have, and I don't. I focus more on what I have, where I am right now. The fact that I came, millions of sperms looking for a body, and here I am. Listen, let me tell you, I'm just proud to be here walking amongst the living. Many did not see this day. So I am just proud to be where I am because you know what? What I am not today, I can have tomorrow. Yesterday is gone, so I cannot spend time worrying about that. So I am going to spend time worrying about not what will happen tomorrow, but what I can do to make this particular day, to move my mind and my body in the perfected presence of Chineke, perfected presence of the Most High, the divine, because I am fine just the way I am. Yeah, that's a mindset. Now, let me tell you, it is not easy, particularly when you're surrounded by successful people. It's not easy for you to accept that you're not there yet. But I think mentally, if you plan to do better in life, then you just accept where you are and move from there. Don't worry about what you didn't have yesterday or what you might not have tomorrow. Worry about what you do have today. You see, all those people who have all those things, there's no guarantee they'll be here tomorrow to continue the fight. But if you do the right things today and be proud where you are, you may have another chance to get it right. But truthfully, all you got is today. So if you're not proud of who you are today, right? So you are really missing out a lot because there may not be tomorrow. You may not have the chance for tomorrow to be proud of who you are. So I say you start right now being proud of who you are, right where you are. You know what? I always say, whatever you use right now, whatever it is you are, be the best at it. If you know how to clean the house, be the best cleaner there is. If you know how to write, be the best writer. If you know how to jog, be the best jogger. If you know how to take care of children, be the best. Whatever it is you're doing right now in the moment, be the best at it. Just be the best at it. Worry less about what's going to happen tomorrow. Worry less about that. Okay, I agree. Sometimes it's easier said than done. Do I have my own moments of lapses? Yes, of course. We all do. That's what it means to be human. But the important thing is not to focus too much on what you cannot be or what you were yesterday and what you may not be tomorrow or what you're aspiring to be tomorrow. Just give it all today. People ask me, oh, you work so hard. Or, I say, because all I've got is today. All I have today, but I'm not saying that, you pump everything into today that you don't have a moment to breathe. No, even your relaxation, make a schedule of what you want to do with your day. It's your day, not anybody's day, your day. That's why today is a present. That's why they say you are in the present, because today is a present. There's no guarantee that you got tomorrow. Present. That's what you have. Today is a present. So my God, do the best of it. Don't worry so much about anything else. Be proud of who you are. Be proud. My brothers and sisters, be proud. Don't let anybody shoot on you what you should do, what you should not do, who you should be, or who you should not be. You're exactly who you're supposed to be. That's why you have the present. That's why you have this present called today. Because there are so many people right now, 6 feet under. They can't get up and be proud. And many people took their talents to the grave because they were not proud. They couldn't do what they should do in the moment. So that's the first step. Pride. Be proud. And when I say pride, don't be rude. Don't be crude. That's not the proud I'm talking about. Don't be so proud that you look down on anybody. I'm talking about be proud of who you are. And you see, if you're proud of who you are, you give other people an opportunity to be proud of who they are. The next thing, my brothers and sisters, is be present. Live in the now and try not to look back to past glories. There are some individuals who dwell so much on, in the past, I did this, I did that, I did this, that, and the other, or I made all these mistakes in the past and those mistakes haunt you today, or you believe that better things will come tomorrow. Being in the present means taking advantage. I just said it earlier, taking a focus on making the best of where you are right now. Be in the present, because the present is a present. This is very important, because I do know individuals, I do therapy sessions, and I have individuals who are so focused on what their failures were in the past, and that's impacting them in the present. Failure of the past, the failures that you had in the past should not impact what you become today or how you spend your day. That's why it's called yesterday. Yesterday, the day that is gone. You can't reclaim it. It's not coming back. So that mistake you made yesterday, okay, do everything you can today. Learn from that mistake and don't repeat it. But if you keep reminding yourself of the mistakes you made last time, or when many years, you find yourself you're not doing well all of a sudden, well, I used to be in a good place last time. I used to be in a good place last time. Well, all your glories of the past don't matter if you're not going to make sure that the day that you have, the present that you have, is glorious. Forget your glorious past. But certainly we learn from our past. I'm not saying that you should throw it away completely, but you should also make sure that you focus on what is in the now and make it the best. I've already mapped out what I'm going to do today, and in there I also include what I'm going to do for myself spiritually. I have my little grandsons who I spend in the summer with me. I love them to death, but they're little boys. So you can imagine they are very active and demand your time. But I also have to fit in some time for myself, and I don't want to make all day about work, because work can be overwhelming, all those things will be there. But let me tell you something, when things are there, they don't have to be solved in the present. Just pick what is so important to solve in the present. You don't have to solve everything. Just make this day is so precious. Make it so precious. You can walk out that door and not come back in. If you're allergic to even peanut butter, can take your life. If you're allergic to the sun, that could take it. There can be so many things that can take you out of here. So if you're blessed to be in the present, be in the present. Celebrate it. Map out your day. Make sure you put in place some things that can help you have a wonderful day. Go outside on the patio if you have a patio. If you don't have a patio, take your shoes off. Go stand on Mother Earth, on soil. Drink a cup of coffee, tea, water, whatever. And just be in the present. Make a memory. You can make memories with today. You can make memories with today. So many people say, oh, I don't have money. You know what? You don't need money to have a good time. Just inhaling and exhaling, that is money. There are billionaires who died today. As we speak, there are people being wheeled to the morgue. There are people being buried right now. There are funerals being held today. But guess what? You're not a part of it. You're not a part of it. And some of those people who are being buried, they got money. There are millionaires and billionaires and thousand years, and you don't have much of anything, but that's okay. You got what they will trade for. They will kill for what you have, the present. So when you are stress-filled, just look around you now and say, I'm still here. Pinch yourself. Reality, I'm here. I'm here. So I'm blessed. I'm here. So be in the present. And then the other thing is be strict. Sisters, y'all know this. You are not understanding that you have a responsibility for your own mental being, mental health. Reduce contact with friends or relatives who are always offering advice on improving your looks, or suggesting other higher paying jobs and all the other things you could be doing. If you're going to be in the present, thank them and say, I'm quite happy where I'm at. I will work towards something else. But at the moment, all that I am is right here. All that is noble, I am. All that is good, I am. This is my divine inheritance from the Creator. I am fine right here. Don't let people tell you. That's why I say don't let people shoot on you. You know what that is? Shoot on you. You should do this. You shouldn't do that. You should do this. You should. People will do that to you. Be strict. Do not surround yourself with those people who will shoot on you. Be strict. You know who I'm talking about. You know some of those people who come to you and tell you, girl, why is your hair like this? Or why is your nose like this? Oh, you got a pimple. Or you got this. You know, that outfit doesn't look good on you. If you look in the mirror and you think you're fine, then you're fine. Then you're fine. Brooke says, definitely can have fun with no money. Yeah, I'll go back to that. You're right. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But everything is in the moment, in the present. And then if you want to be in the present, my dear sisters, be strict. Be strict. Be careful who comes into your space. They don't always come. You see, I tell people, misery loves company. Let me say that again in case you didn't get it. Misery loves company. When people are miserable, they need your company. They need your company because you allow them to come and spread their pain, their frustrations. Now, I'm not saying that it's not good to listen to a friend who may be in distress. No, of course not. It's important. If you can do that, be that. Be that for your friend. Be that for those who love you. But don't be that for those who put you down. Those who don't appreciate the way you are. Those who call you fat. Girl, you too fat. Or you too thin. Or you eat too much. Or you this, you do this. You know, you can tell somebody to do something in a very kind way without necessarily hurting their spirit. But when you have such individuals who hurt your soul, those individuals, when they come around and you tense up and you're bored, you know you're bored, blood is boiling, you don't need them in your life, it's time to go. Move away. You don't have to yell, you don't have to fuss. It just means that you know the door opens both ways. Take the door. See, look, there's an African proverb. When you open these hands, you draw energies into your system, into your body. Be careful who you open your hands for. What energies? Good things come to me. If you find somebody who is not good for you, close your palm, honey, and let them go on. Or you walk away. You don't even have to argue. You don't have to say a word to them. You can just say, when somebody keeps telling you, well, you can't do this, you look this way, you just tell them, thank you for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. I've heard you. And then move away. Go about your business. It's not what people say to you. It's what you internalize. It's not what people call you. It's what you embrace as your reality. So be strict. I have friends who say, well, Dr. Simiri, I haven't seen you in a while. You know why? Because I'm my best friend at the moment. I just want to chill with me. I just want to think with me. I just want to like me for a change. I don't need your opinion about what I should do or should not do. So no, you don't see me because there's no point of you in my life at the moment. I am good. You have to have moments that you do that. And you know what? If you don't even know the kind of friend that you are, and you find a friend of you is pulling away, you might want to look in the mirror and ask yourself, what have I done? Don't hate somebody who refuses to keep your company anymore. You may want to ask yourself, why don't they want to keep my company? Sometimes they don't want to keep your company because they're jealous of you. Sometimes they don't want to keep your company because they too have seen the light and they just want to rekindle relationship with themselves. But sometimes you just have to ask yourself, why is it that they are not, they're not paying attention to me? Like Brooke is saying, yes, relationship with yourself is so important. Yes. Be strict. Put a little fence around the spirit, this body. You're holy. You be careful what you bring in. Be careful what you bring in, because those people that you bring into your space may be the ones to destroy you. You see, I said earlier, misery likes company. Misery loves company. And what happens in effect is when you begin to be strict, that's quite frankly a new you that's emerging. You find as a new you emerging. And many people are not happy with you, the new you that's emerging. They're not. So what do? They want to bring you down. You don't have the right to leave them behind. So like cockroaches, they want to put you in the valley with them, where you're trying to climb up. They want you to be there. Or they do things to encourage you to stop rising. But you have to ignore that. Be strict. Rise anyway. Misery does not need your company. You are your own best friend. You're what life is all about. Yellow Van Zandt says to us, your crown has been bought and paid for. All you have to do is pick it up and put it on your head. You already put your crown on your head and look in the mirror and strut. I'm good. I don't need your misery today. So being by yourself sometimes, and I'm not saying you shouldn't keep company. I'm not saying you shouldn't have a friend, but you don't have to have tons of friends. A real friend will say things to uplift you. Any friend, so-called friend, that spends more time trying to put you down or ridicule you or tell you what you can or cannot do or cannot celebrate your joy, they are not your friend. Be strict. Move them on out. You don't have to do it by being angry. You don't have to do it by stomping and carrying on. No, you just politely just say, okay, I'm done with this relationship. It's not easy, but it's something that you may have to do. Listen, I am going to take a quick break, and for those of you who still don't know OMSI, I just want to briefly play a little video about OMSI, and I will be right back.
Greetings. Are you passionate about the elevation and empowerment of women in society? Are you eager to help the way women are treated in different parts of the world? Do you want to help provide underprivileged women the tools they need to thrive and assert financial independence and safety? Do you envision a world with more female leaders? Then sign up to be a member of the African Women Mobilization Commission.
Would like to encourage you to go to our website. The African Women Mobilization is OMSI, awmcglobal.org. Join us. We are having so much fun as a team. I am telling you, you will not regret joining the organization. We're doing exciting things in the world, and we need your talent. We need people like you. awmc.org. That is our website. awmcglobal.org. Join us. You will be happy that you did. So a continuation of my presentation today. The other thing is to be consistent. Being fine is a daily battle, but believing in what you are is worth upholding every day. Set a regular time aside to update your journal. Do you keep journals? Do you exercise? Do you meditate or practice mindfulness techniques? What is it that you do? What is it that you do? That's what you need to be considering. You know, if you want to be stress free, do some things consistently. Again, in the present. Don't put aside what you can do today. There are certain things, certainly you can't do everything at the same time, but there's certainly some things that you can do. And it's not a bad idea at all to focus on those things that you can do. Be consistent. Make sure that you have, I cannot overstate this. Make sure that you have a journal. What is this journal? Some people think, some people get, oh gosh, I have to keep a journal, I have to write this. You know what? It is so refreshing. My son bought me a journal. Initially, I was quite lazy about it. And I thought, well, whatever. Who has time for a journal? Yes, you do. And the time that I do my journal is when I wake up in the morning, not at the end of the day. People think, it's, we have to do what we have to do at the end of the day. The best time to keep your journal is when you get up in the morning. You start writing those things that come to your mind. It could be things that are not even serious. It could be silly things, But what are the first things that come to your mind early in the morning? Those are the things that in your mind. That's what's pouring out. So you write them down. It could be things that you didn't know, because the mind has a tendency when you're at rest to conjure up a combination of a whole lot of things that has happened in the past, and it brings it back to your attention. And so in the morning, when you start very early and you grab your journal and start to write, just start penning down anything. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to make sense, because it's your property. Nobody else has to see it. So you don't have to dot your I's and cross your T's. Just write, just write some things that come to mind, because like I said earlier, it may well be certain things that, you didn't even know about, but because of sleep, your dreams, they came back and you remember them. Write them down, because there may be a message in there that you could investigate and use that to tailor your day. Exercise, my sisters, let me tell you the truth about me. I slackened off quite a bit. I know I'm supposed to exercise, but because I have my little boys, my grandsons here with me, I spend a lot of time with them. So, but I have realized that I can even do exercise with them. So in the morning after breakfast, we go for a walk. But I'm consistent with that, because even though I'm providing a love to the kids, I'm also providing it to myself, because I'm going for my walk. And I'm consistent with that. You have to be consistent and meditate. Meditation doesn't have to be stressful. People think, oh my God, I got to put my mat on the floor. I have to sit there. I got to light candles. You don't have to do all of that. You do not have to do all of that. Meditation can just be the moment that you find it. Just sit on the sofa, sit somewhere and just close your eyes and inhale and exhale and keep doing that and just relax your body. It doesn't have to be too technical. Okay. So, but when you do those things, you have to be consistent with them, and practice mindfulness techniques. What are those? Go online. I mean, it's quite a bit of it. Many people have written about mindfulness, techniques. Go and search and find out what works for you. Find out what works for you. But be consistent. When you find out what works for you, be consistent in its application. My sisters, I'm telling you, you can solve this issue of being stressed out by not what your doctor see. Let me tell you, sometimes we feel, I'm a therapist, so I know it's okay for people to come to me. There are people who need such spiritual therapy, and I prefer to provide that kind of service. And it's amazing to me how that is very, very helpful to them. But I tell you one thing that I do say to my clients: remember, you are your greatest healer. You're your greatest healer. Sometimes we think somebody has to help us heal. Yes, to some degree, if you find you absolutely cannot manage it. But anybody who really cares about your healing will teach you how you heal yourself, not how you depend on anybody to heal you. You hear what I'm saying? You can be your own healer. And so that's important. But you've got to be consistent. Once you find out what to do, be consistent. And it doesn't even have to take more than 15 minutes. Now, some people say, walk for 30 minutes and all that stuff. Maybe you don't have 30 minutes, but do you have 5 minutes? Can you go up and down the steps? Can you walk around the house? Can you devote 5 minutes to something that moves your body, circulates the blood? But you have to be consistent. If you do find that you have the time to go for a walk, do so consistently. If you have mindfulness techniques, do so consistently. So all these things are very important. Consistency. Sometimes we do a little bit, oh my God, it's just way too much. I can't continue this. I don't have the time. But it doesn't work because you don't commit time. You must commit time. You've got to commit the time. Nobody can do it for you. It's your responsibility. So you have to do that. Okay, so be consistent. Now, the other thing is be different. Oh my God, I love this one. Chances are that the social media streams will include posts from seemingly perfect people urging you to be just like them, have have the urge of you have the urge to switch channels to see all the different people who are doing this, who are looking this way, or for a while, what's going to happen is that you're going to be so full of what's not real. You need to take the time and break away sometimes. When you are inundated with images that don't reflect you, don't even bother to be like them. Don't bother. Because you're never going to be like them. They themselves are living a fake life because a lot of them, quite frankly, don't look the way they present themselves. So you got to be yourself. Do all that you can to accept yourself the way you are. That's what makes you different. Somebody says, why you wear short hair? Why you do this? Well, I'm different. I love short hair. That's me. You can love long hair. You can do whatever you want to do. That's all right. But for me, this is what works for me. And I'm not embarrassed to wear my hair natural. I'm not embarrassed to have it colored to jazz me up or whatever I choose to do. It's up to me. I want to be different. I don't have to be like you. I don't need your validation. Stop seeking validation. Be yourself. If you're short, be the cutest short person. If you're tall, be the most gorgeous tall person. If you're fat, hey, there are beautiful clothes and jewelry that you slap together and you'll be gorgeous. If you're slender, be beautiful just the way you are, but don't take the time to put down anybody who's different and trying to be different and live the life that they have. Everybody has the right to be different. And we just have to embrace that diversity. We have to embrace it. I'm going to come back, but I just want to share a video. Some of the things that OMSI is doing, I'm so excited about. We have one of the reasons why we are mobilizing is to help capacity building for women. So we go to the camp in Maiduguri, and we teach women how to make, several things: soap, Vaseline, air fresheners. These are the things that instead of you just giving them fish, you actually show them how to fish. Sometimes giving them capacity to develop themselves is more important than doing for them. So we are doing this, and I'm so excited about this program because the women are learning some skills, how to do certain things. So I'm just going to share with you this young woman that we have that's going into these camps, and we pay her. OMSI pays her, and she goes and she's providing these trainings. So I am going to kind of take myself out of this. I'm going to bring this in now. Let me see. I get a picture of her, a video of her doing this.
za a ɗora shi a cikin murhu in an sa in ya ɗanyi zafi shine za mu saka number 2 wannan a hankali ba a so wuta yayi yawa in wuta yayi yawa abinka ba zai yi kyau ba in an sa a hankali zai narke idan ya narke shine za mu so mu sa wannan me abin kenan wannan candle wax ne wannan petroleum jelly, wannan paraffin wax. Idan an saka wannan shine number 3, in an sa za a jira a hankali sai ya gama narkewa. Sai a zo a sa wannan. Wannan shine turare, shi sai an sauke kasa za a saka shi da daddai za a je a saka. Yanzu haka ma wutan ya mana yawa. Za mu dan rage wuta. Wuta yayi.
To ki da wurin. Kuna gani ba? This is how to make Vaseline. She is showing how to make Vaseline.
In ka daura tukunyanka a wuta sai ya zama in ba datti. In tukunyanka akwai sayan baki-bakin nan, in kai Vaseline naka zai yi datti. Zai zama da datti a kasa.
Me suna abin da ka zuba nan?
Mun zuba petroleum jelly.
Okay. This is petroleum jelly. This is petroleum jelly.
Gashi nan an sa kawai shi an sa in yayi zafi ne za a dauko daga wannan din kaman Vaseline yake gashi nan kawai za a juye shi ne akai. Kun gani ba? Za a zuba akai sai a jira a hankali ya narke.
Share just a little bit with that of that video, and it's on our website, and it shows you a lot of what we're doing. So when we say African Women Mobilization Commission, that we are doing things to help women, we mean it. I just want to share this. Brooke is going to love this one. One of our members.
Kita ce ta mu gani bari sa kira ga ta yi bacci fanti zana ba ta baby ta da barka a je wata yariyar ta gefe ta
Oh God! Brooke had given this doll to this little girl. Brooke is a member of our board of directors. She had given this doll to this girl, and of course, she's there with all the ladies. You know, she's a little lady, but she's learning. So she has her own her doll there, and of course, she fell asleep, and they were waking her up. And I just thought, Brooke, you would love to see that. This is your little present, your little lady. She has a doll. She still has her doll. She has not given it up, and it's still very clean, very maintained. She's a good mommy to her doll. So, Brooke, you know, you made a dent in her heart, so she's not letting go of her doll. So she was at the training as well. She's a little lady. She's at the she's getting her training as well. But anyway, I would like to continue with. Oh God. So that to me, that was just priceless. That's just priceless. It's just holding on to her doll. I think that doll is a few months old, but she hasn't let go, according to national director. And incidentally, it was the national director, Zainab Ahmed, that you heard kind of talking us through what the woman was doing, showing the other women. And the exciting thing is that once the product is finished, every woman gets a copy. I'm sorry, not a copy. They get a portion of what they created, and they get to keep it. But what we want to do is continue training them, so that now they'll be in the position to use what they have, the knowledge to create those things for themselves and sell. This is how you build capacity, giving people the opportunity to learn a skill and then use it for themselves. So we have over 2,000 women we are going to be training in developing some trades, so OMSI is an exciting organization. And again, awmcglobal.org. If you want to be a part of who we are, please go online and check us out. At the end of this program, I will certainly put it out there, how to get in touch with us. And again, please go to our YouTube channel, African Women Mobilization Commission, and as much as possible, share this video and subscribe to our channel. Anyway, I talked about us being different. We must be different. You don't have to be like everybody else. You don't have to be like everybody else. And most importantly, this is the part that is so essential. Give thanks. Right where you are, give thanks. If you have a broken leg, but you can still hop on the other one, give thanks. If you have one eye, but you can see out of the other, give thanks. If you were poor and you suddenly got rich, give thanks, not just by saying thanks to the Creator, but also by giving. See, when you give, you receive even more. That's why in my car, I always carry dollars. I usually don't like to carry dollars, but the only reason why I carry dollars is because when I get to the road and I see a beggar, something in me just says, okay, your blessings are about to explode, so give. So I would give. And you know what? At the moment, when you give your money or give something to somebody who needs it desperately, you will be amazed at how well you feel, how good you feel, how absolutely excited you become. If you haven't done that, try it. Try giving, even if you have a quarter and a dime, try giving the dime, and you will find that for whatever reason, the fact that you gave what little you have. And that is why it's so exciting for me to see. I watch some of these videos where you see that those who have money sometimes are less likely to give because they're not grateful for what they have, right? They are still pushing, trying to get more. So they're not grateful for what they have. So they're not willing to give. But you find the beggars, the homeless people are quicker. If you need money, if you're in a bind, don't even look to those passers-by to help you. Most part, it is that homeless person, that person who is sitting there in the corner. That's the person that will give you something. For them, sometimes it's because they were given something. Somebody gave them something. And because they received, they're more likely to give. When you have, give. Giving is the act of is praising to the Most High, giving praise to the Most High for what you have. And if you want more, be open your hands, be open to give. Many of us have forgotten the importance of giving thanks. Giving thanks is not just praying to God and asking for more. Giving thanks is to say thank you. Thank you for what you've given me, and I am prepared and I am willing to give more, to give to others. Gratitude is a test of spiritual discernment. It's a powerful way for you to show, for you to tell the universe, I'm ready to receive more. Those who give get more. You may not get it at the moment that you gave it to somebody. And don't even look for something coming back to you. Don't expect that blessing to come from the person that you gave something to. Sometimes that blessing will come unannounced to you, unexpectedly. Unexpectedly, you will get blessing. I was watching a video. This young man missed his bus, and he needed to get on that bus, but that bus couldn't wait for him. So he waited. He was disappointed. But this man in his Lamborghini was watching what was happening. Now, he doesn't know this young man from anything. That man could have been anybody. He could have been a threat to his life. But something told him at that moment that he should give. Give this young man a ride. You got your Lamborghini. Life is good. Just bless this kid today who missed his bus. And you know what he did? He went up to that young man with his fancy car. And he said, do you need a ride? The young man couldn't believe it. You're going to give me a ride in this car? He says, yes, hop in. And they became friends. He was very grateful. The young man was very grateful. But I guarantee you that what happened to that young man's mind was that, wow, if this guy would do this for me, who am I not to do for somebody else? In that moment that he chose to give, he may have blessed someone in more ways than he thought. He may have created a chain of reaction. This young man may have gone somewhere and found somebody in need, and because he got an opportunity to be blessed, he may decide to bless someone. So give thanks, not just by praying and asking for more. Give thanks by giving, by showing love and concern for humanity. This is what we do in African Women Mobilization Commission. It is not about the money. Wherever you do good, money follows good deeds. Money follows good work. When you are grateful, when you give others, even when you give others and don't have anything to give you back in response, just their prayer for you, their prayer for your goodness, you'll be amazed at what prayer can do. Because of your goodness to humanity, because of what you've done for somebody who is in need, that prayer that they pour your way may just be what is necessary to change your, or to add to your wealth. So giving thanks is a very important aspect of what we do. Giving thanks is a very important way of being stress-free. So I have shared with you some of my ways, and it's nothing new. There are some individuals who already practice this, who believe in this, who have written about it. I'm just sharing what I do and what many do, or many have written about, or you are already doing. So it's nothing new. But I'm just saying, I've incorporated everything I possibly can, from readings, from lectures, from visiting people, from life experiences, to reduce my stress. If I tell you what I do on a daily basis, you will not believe it. But I'm not stressed because of it, because I do make time. I do make time to do other things. I do make time to focus on me. I do make time to do good by others. And I'm asking you to do the same thing. You know, just when you think that you can't do anymore, that life is so unsettling and you can't do anymore, it is the time that you don't give up. There's a poem, you know, don't you quit. Being stress-free is not something somebody can do for you. It's something that you do for yourself. You do for yourself by how you change certain things that you do with yourself, how you change your attitude towards life, how you change your attitude about those things that happen to you. You only have one life to live, besides when you become an ancestor. But this life here, you can only go to the next step if you know what to do. So I'm asking all of you today, take the time and decompress. Do those things that bring you joy. Don't spend too much time worrying about what cannot be. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow is on its way, and all you have is today. So the question is, how are you going to handle today? This thing called present. Living in the present means you have been blessed. Again, like I said earlier, there are so many people who did not see this day and will never see this day, and they died billionaires. Oh, they would love to trade places with you. How they would love to trade places with you. So I say it again, unequivocally. Life is what you make of it. Being stress-free is not the role somebody else can play for you. It is something that you do for yourself. So take today, plan accordingly. Use up this one present that you have. Use up this day in a way that decompresses you. Inhale and exhale. Look in the mirror. Be proud of who you are. Yes, I'm good. I am good enough. Nobody can tell me anything about myself. I am just fine. I was made this way. I'm short, I'm fat, I'm thin, I'm poor, I'm rich, whatever you are in the present. Be proud of it and plan to do better. Put all that you can in this present that you have. Unwrap this day. This is your present. Unwrap it and see what's inside. What's inside is what you make of it. What's inside is what you put in it. So when you unwrap it, just remember that what's going to come out of that box is what you put in it today. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but today. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, it has really, truly been a joy to have you here. My friend, I hope you enjoyed that little video about your gift to this precious child who has not forgotten you. She has absolutely not forgotten you. And that's what happens when we give. You know, people do not forget. People do not forget. They always remember you. They always remember you. So you're going to ask yourself, who will remember me and why should anybody remember me? Give, give, give. Be grateful. Be grateful. Show your gratitude by doing more and more for other people. You know, you just never know from where your goodness shall flow. Don't give up. Though things may be rough, never say never. Because as long as you have breath, as long as you are inhaling and exhaling, it is nothing but the only way you can go is up. And that is not something that you can't handle. So let me just, I'm just going to take the time right now and just put this here because I think I did not do it initially so that you will have this information. Again, I want you to visit our website, you know, just bear with me. And I've been calling it out, but I want to just make sure that it scrolls on so that you can see it, and then a copy down if you don't have it. Visit omcglobal.org. You know, you can register to become a member of OMC. That's where the registration happens, and also you can go to Tomato Show. African Women Mobilization Commission on YouTube. Go and share this video. I am sure that those who did not see this video today will benefit from you sharing it. So please do share. And again, ladies and gentlemen, oh my God, it's been a pleasure. I always enjoy these little tete-a-tetes with you. And I'm looking forward to another experience next week. Take care. Be good to yourself and try as much as possible to decompress. And so it is. Have a good day. Bye-bye.